Rob doesn't seem to be here yet, but I'll carry on. So we are going to run. We're going to basically run a second set of sort of racing webinar series, starting hopefully next week, and we're going to do longer sessions. So they're going to be from 12 until 12:40. So they're going to be 40 minutes long rather than 20 minutes long. Although we almost ran over every time anyway. Every Thursdays for 8 weeks, and we're going to take optional payments. It's voluntary payments in the forms of beer or boats, or £60 for the series or £10 for a session. Again, it's voluntary. We don't want to turn people away because the more the merrier. 2 seconds. I'm just going to quickly take this call. Hey, Benny.
Hey, bro.
Hey, so it's bad time. I was just calling. I'm currently live on Zoom for 20 people.
Okay, I'll leave you to it.
All right, catch you. Bye.
I'll speak to you a bit.
So we're going to cover all sorts. We're just coming up with the exact syllabus of what we're going to go over. But Rob's got a remote control laser, which he's going to try and rig up with a fan for some slightly more advanced sail trimming bits and bobs on that. And then we're going to do a longer session on more rules, be more pernickety, get the whiteboard in use with all the boats to go through all sorts of rules and situations there. And again, we're going to specifically go through more detail in the crew positions, helming and tactics and other bits and bobs. So yeah, that list is yet to be refined, but we'll have that for next Thursday. We'll probably do a session next Tuesday. I'll look at doing another racing thing, and we'll also do a quick in more detail of what we're going to be covering starting next Thursday before racing. Okay, cool. So otherwise, we're on for a bit of racing. Right, so I've just got people trying to join in live, and so a little bit of multitasking going on here. But yeah, so the first race is going to be the Star. So I will set that up now. Does anyone need a walkthrough of anything, or is everyone fairly... But basically, you're just going to click on the custom race, and then you're going to click on this green button here and type in the code, which I'm about to put in here.
You'll need to go slowly.
I'm going to make the races a little shorter. So the code is LSS 102. So I'll give it 2 minutes for everyone to join in, and then I'll run through a little.
So how do we join it then?
So now you basically need to go to that custom races tab.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then click on the green box and type in the code LSS 102.
In the create tab.
No, you want to go in the join tab.
Yeah.
I'm creating the race. You're just joining. So cool.
Is lowercase important?
Oh, thanks. It has to be lowercase. You can't do.
What's the no close? It just crashed on me. Start all over again.
Oh, it says custard pie. You're in here.
Am I in
Thanks,
there?
Craig. I see you've already. Thanks for responding to that.
Oh, I am, aren't I? It's got no driver though. It's all on its own. Someone needs to buy it.
Okay, so just for a quick thing, so we've got. Okay, I can guess who Helen D is. Who's Dell? Is anyone claiming to be Dell?
That's me.
Oh, you're now Dell rather than Impala Power.
Yeah. Well, nobody bought an Impala, so I thought it was this one.
I might turn my the noises off. Okay. Okay, who we got? We got
Yeah, I am.
Jazza Muffin. Is that you, Craig? Oh, sorry, Peter. What was that?
I'm not getting anything. When I click on the custom race, yeah, go to join. I've got SFO Madness and Hi there.
No, so you don't need to click on any of them. You don't need to click on the race. You just type in a code, and it will take you straight in. So
Where to type the code in?
So you need to go to the green. Just click on the. So when you on the custom race and the join tab, you then go to the big green button
At the bottom.
at the bottom. Oh,
Right,
I'm about to sail off the course here. Hang on a second. The keyboard's not responding. There we go. There we go. So we've got Peter. So sorry, Craig, was that you or Jazza Muffin? Is that you're on mute? Yeah, cool, got you. Anyone else joining? Otherwise, we're just gonna have. I'm gonna once Peter's in. I think everyone.
Am I in with you? Yeah.
Yeah, I see you, Peter 21. You're the green one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you. And let me just check. Who else? Tom Price, good. Back for more. Mark McCormick, great. Okay, I'm just gonna crack on with it. I think so. I'm gonna start the procedure. Right. So yeah, so I've been told a few little tips and tricks. Is at this stage in the game, if you push C, or if you don't have if you just tap the big circle in the top, it shows you where the strong wind is, and so you can see there's a slightly darker line of wind here at the moment towards the pin end, but it's probably moving from left to right, so it's kind of moving across the start line. So it's especially on the downwind leg, it's very good to know where the. Oh god, I'm way too close. Oh god, don't call. So I don't want to. You don't want to be getting a penalty. 30 seconds. Well, it's not too bad. 30 seconds towards the start. So I'm seeing that there's quite a big right-hand shift at the moment. The wind is, for those of you not with the VIP thing, you won't be able to see probably. But the Peter's coming to push me over. Oh no. Oh, no.
I've had a critical connection loss at the worst time.
Oh no. Classic.
I think it's your dirty tricks again, Rory.
Oh no, I've just jibed. Why have I jibed? Okay. Great.
It's now counting up again after the start, so.
Oh, there we go. So I pushed the wrong button then, and rather than head upwind onto the best course, I jibed downwind away from the start line. So I'll be nicely bringing up. When you're in last, there's basically no point in following everyone else. You might as well go a different way. So we'll see how this goes.
I'll join the next one, Rory.
All right, then join the next one. The code will be the same. Give us 15 minutes or so. Who's Andy 17? Is that? Venables, I just realised. Got Will Spencer for the Spirit of Ecstasy. The ever appropriate names from Mr. Spencer. So Oh, Craig got a penalty there. What's going on there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who's behind me? So at the moment, for anyone, so basically the wind, this bar on the top of my screen is telling me that the wind has gone slightly to the right. So on starboard tack, I'm getting lifted, and on port tack, you're getting knocked or headed. So I can see I've actually managed to climb a few places back. I have taken the help/cheat, which is the magic B button, which means that I can just go straight onto my best course VMG. So I'm just going to put somebody on mute because I'm getting feedback on your. No, who's that? I'm going to do mute all. Ah, crap! I'm not paying attention. Okay, almost overstood my ley line there. Who's? Okay, now I really have muted you all. Right, so we've got Spirit of Ecstasy, first to the windward mark. Andy, Mr. Evans. Question is, can I nip in front of Peter? I think I am, because you're pointing too high and you're going too slow. Oh. You don't want to get your ley line wrong. Yeah, this is the hardest part is often the reach, because you must steer manually, and it's really hard not to do lots of zigzags. So now it's a case of stealing people's wind. The stars are great for downwind jostles. So Del, I'm coming for you. Yeah, I see you driving. Okay. Someone's doing the same to me. So just for those who are not familiar, so the downwind mark is actually a gate. So on the gate, you've got to go in the middle of it, and then you can go whichever the left or the right option. So everyone seems to be going left, so I'm going to go right here. It's probably not the right thing to do, but oh, don't hit the mark. Oh, I've gone and hit the mark. Ah, oh, great. There we go. Okay, there's a massive left-hand shift going on right now, so don't really want to hang around here. Going to tack across. And currently I've actually overstood the ley line. So if the wind continues to shift left, then I've totally screwed the pooch here. But hopefully it's going to come back right again, and it will all be okay. How are we doing, custard pie back there? Getting to hang of things? I will not. There's no need to give room to anyone when they're going. If you're on opposite, if you're heading upwind, all the boats going downwind, you cannot infringe each other, no matter who's port, starboard, windward, etc. It doesn't really matter, which is quite nice. Andy's held it on that leg. Oh, Del Boy trying to get a. Oh, I've left my tack a bit late. Almost left room for Peter to slip in there. Don't hang around head to wind, Peter. So if you want to tack, just push T. Don't try not to do it manually too often, because you often won't do it as effectively. Ah, too far away. Right, if you two could just slow each other down. Yeah, there we go. Give him a nice penalty. Well done, Derek. Derek's called windward and enforced a penalty on blue Spirit of Ecstasy, which is very handy because it's allowing me to catch up and give him a dirty win, so he may even dropped. He's saying thanks. I think there's sarcasm. I'm going to give you a well done there. Right. Peter, where did you go? Hi, Peter, something's gone wrong for you there. So I'm just trying to nick as much wind of blue boat in front of me here as possible. He's going nice and slow. I don't think I'm going to quite be able to catch him up. Derek, I don't know why you're. Oh, you should be able to. You should be able to pip him. Oh, it's very close. Not quite. So I'll wait for everyone to finish. Well done, Andy. I'm guessing Venables. So we have first Andy. Derek, congratulations.
Thank you. What did I do? Come second.
Come second. Six. Jazza. So we're now going to up the ante a bit and go for faster boats. So we've got Jazza McMuffin, then we've got Helen. Oh, I can't see. Can anyone see who's still racing? Oh, there you go. Oh, Peter. Peter pipped Helen. Oh, by 0.1 of a second. Well done, Peter.
That was very annoying. Okay, I think I kind of get how it works now.
Yeah, so if you, well, I'll go through at the start of the next one. I'll give a bit more of a demo, but I recommend if you've got the little green tokens to spare, using the best VMG helps. So you've got Peter, Helen, and Bill. And
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
it's all right. I wasn't going to draw too much attention to it. Quietly, so we can have. So yeah, so best start. Well done, Andy. Kind of nailed that one. Best average speed. Started 0.6 of a second after the gun went. I got the last one. Mark with 13 jibes. What's going on there, Mark? That's not really fast. And I managed to pull the shortest distance. So, yeah, it's quite cool, as you can see. Anyway, right. So I'm just going to take a quick screenshot of this, actually, so I can remember it.
Don't take this one, take the next one.
Oh, I'm taking them all. Okay. Well, on first round, just to ease us into it with a nice little casual. Oh, there's Spencer. You've got your video on. I really enjoyed that penalty on you, I must say. So you've got these tokens. So because I've got VIP, I had to do some. I've got quite a lot of them going on here. They're quite valuable. Don't waste them. The green ones. Blue ones are just for upgrading how your boat looks. They're pretty pointless. But when it comes on to the... So again, you're just going to go to the join, and I'm going to do the next one. So the next one, what did I say? 49ers are up next, I think. So we'll have a longer upwind leg because they're rapid. And the code is still LSS 102. And the race is LSS... what is this? This is Regatta 2. And so when it comes onto this, if you've got the tokens, the best VMG basically means that by pushing the B key, you'll sail as fast as you possibly can, upwind or downwind, per VMG. So that's the best one. The rest of them are, they're useful, but I find that they overcomplicate things, and I get worse results with them all on because I'm so busy looking at all the bloody info available to you. So it's now live. So if anyone's not done the 49ers before, they're quite lively. So actually from this view, you can see the gusts upwind there's a nice lull patch right over the race course at the moment. So these do tend to move down over the course. Take you back to your RS 700 days, Tom, don't you think?
600, I wasn't good enough for a 7.
Oh yeah, sorry, 600.
Don't forget to remind people that these ones have spinnakers.
Okay, yeah, so these ones have spinnakers. So when you get to the windward mark, what I'd recommend, if you haven't used these before, or if you're very new to this game, have a quick spin around. So I'm just going to do, for example, if I'm on a slight downwind course and I push B, if you don't have your spinnaker up and you push B with the VMG, it takes you onto your upwind VMG course. Okay, if you have your spinnaker up, you push tab, it takes 5 seconds to go up, and then if you're on best VMG, you'll turn downwind onto your best VMG course. It's best to do it a little bit manually. So, and then again, if you move around left and right, it disengages it. So then you just need to push T. T will tack or jibe you automatically. Tab to drop the spinnaker takes 5 seconds, and then back, or 2.5 seconds, I think, and then back upwind again. Right, is everyone in who wants to be in? We've got myself. Andy's in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool, I think we've got the same numbers as last time. Right, everyone up for it? I'm going to start the sequence. Might turn my sound effects on. Oh, let's get that. So we've got a bit of a right-hand shift. There's a slight bias towards the starboard end of the line, which is always fun because it means we can have a massive pile up at the committee boat end. Personally, I quite like going somewhere off on my own so that you can have a clean start. Being the first off at the committee boat end and being the first off at the halfway point of the line makes very little difference, but you're far more likely to get a penalty or get shut out at the committee boat end. Because these boats are so quick, I'm just going to chuck in a 360 to lose some distance here. Oh, steady on. Oh, what is that? See that? Okay, 13 seconds to go.
Still got again.
Oh no! Yes! Oh, that was lucky. Whoever was blue there, thank you for not completely screwing me. Right, let's we've got so we're getting a bit of a knot over on this side, so it would be beneficial to tack, but I'm hoping it's going to kind of stay like this. I'm going to commit to going left here from now on. So at the moment we're almost laying the line, but the wind's probably going to screw us at some point down the line. So on here, I don't know, if you're on your computer, I quite like. Now that I'm on B, I just like kind of having a look around just to see, if you've got loads of boats and you're on port tack, it's always good to look downwind just to see who's going to call starboard on you. So here comes someone across. It's close. Oh, yes! Woo. There we go. So that was Tom Price. And just to see, so we can zoom out and just see that the wind is slightly better to the left-hand side of the course at the moment. So it might be worth a cheeky tack. Tom has tacked as soon as I said that. Okay, and we're getting a knot over here as well, which is kind of initially not great, but hopefully on the later tack we sail further into this header. Then when we tack, we'll get a nice big lift on the other side.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, I did not see you! Oh no! Oh,
I got my left and right wrong there.
Oh, that I could have completely just called starboard on you and given a penalty and not tapped into dirty wind there. So if I'd been looking at what I was doing, I could have just given Tom a penalty. But instead, I've decided to settle for his dirty wind. Incoming. There we go. You take a penalty from him instead. Perfect. That's what you get for not looking. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is hot. Oh no. Okay, bearing away. Oh, I got a penalty. Okay, I tried to bear away behind whoever that was, Mr. Jazzamuffin. And it's a little cheat, if you so fancy it. If someone's on a penalty in front of you, if you hover around in contact with them the whole time, the penalty will not end until they break contact with you. So you can take advantage of people with a penalty by making their day even worse. Now, I've got water in there. So again, on the downwind, it's key that it's much more important on the downwind to stick in the stronger part of the wind, especially on any of the faster the boats, the more wind you want going downwind, because it will make a dramatic effect on your boat speed. So I'm just trying to jive with the gust down the dark line. Who do we have here? Someone's going like absolute shit. Excuse me.
I've disconnected again.
Oh, what's going on with your internet?
Not my day today, mate.
So hopefully... Oh, there was no contact there. Terrible mark rounding, however, Derek, which has cost you.
Good luck packing, Rory.
There's a lot. Yeah, when you get to the leeward mark, if you're going to do a jibe, spinnaker drop, and the round up, I mean, we know how much confusion happens on a boat. Equal confusion happens on the keyboard. Right, who's this upwind of me?
Rory, how far do you want to go before you tack?
Yeah. If you could tack soon, that'd be great.
Yeah, this is fun.
Oh no, I thought I could get behind you. Apparently not.
Cheers, Rory.
That's 3 penalties I'm sitting on now, I think.
Good jibes, buddy.
Oh, 10 seconds of going slow is painful. So now, it's possible that we... How you doing? Oh. So I found this is the first boat I ever played when I played this game, and I found it so quick. You've got to be really your reaction speeds need to be very quick. Okay, so we're all a bit spread out at the moment. There's not an enormous amount of competition going on. But Will's going to hit the mark here and get a penalty, which is going to allow me to catch him up. Oh no. Who do we have here? Mr. McConway. Oh. I'm going to call the early spinner couple to see if that makes a difference. Oh, it is! Look at that. It's flying. Bad luck, Mark. Your windward boat. Oh, none of that. Okay. Mark, why are you going upwind? Don't do that. Oh. Helen. Helen, are you on here? I think Helen's. Oh wow, we've got 7. Welcome everyone. I didn't realise we've got 17 people on at the moment. It was more than the 10 it was at the start. Excellent, good improvement there, Craig. Oh Jesus, someone's just here. How did I beat you, Will? What happened there?
Dell hit me again.
I wasn't. He got shafted on the downwinder again.
Cut me up.
Oh,
It's the rules, isn't it?
it's the rules. You windward boat. It's not cutting up. It's taking advantage of wanting to win.
I just sat there and thought, I wonder if he's going to fall for it twice. Oh, yeah.
Turns out he did. So you see there. So because I wasn't competing heavily for the windward end of the line, even though it was slightly biased, I managed to got a cracking start. 0.2 of a second after the whistle went. That was kind of fluky, I have to say. But Andy Venables, you are Andy 17, I'm assuming, Mr. Venables.
Yeah, that's me, sorry.
Very well done. 2 wins so far. And
I believe you beat me, Rory. Oh.
right, so we're going to do another screenshot of that. Cool. Helen, are you still on here, or have you had enough? No.
Sorry, yeah, I'm back. I had to abandon the last race, but now I'm back.
You're back. Okay. I wasn't sure whether you had to abandon or whether you were just having so much fun that you quit.
I can't say I was that depressed to have to leave that race, given how badly I was doing. So
Don't worry,
it was a tragedy.
It's all a good learning curve. Okay, right. So I'm afraid it's only going to get increasingly challenging if you are new to this game, because the next class we're now going to go on to the NACRA 17s. So we're going for small catamarans. Also, I might change our location. Should we go for Portsmouth? Let's go for Portsmouth.
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Why not? Okay. Okay. That's all good to go. Okay. So basically the NACRA 17s are handled relatively similar to the 49ers, they just can't point as high. Again, also have spinnakers. The difference is they foil. So when you're foiling, if you're on a reach, so the top reaching leg, you start foiling generally if it's windy enough, and on the downwind leg as well. So because you can foil, again, it's even more important to make sure you're in the gusty stuff going downwind. Oh, look at it, nice change of scene.
I know that I don't have to say this, but I assume everybody knows just get angle. It's just about getting angle.
Just about get what?
Just stop Andy, foul Andy, get Andy penalty points. I can't have free wheeling there.
Okay. I've got one of the guys who did the Middle Sea race. He's a bit of a ninja on a dinghy, potentially joining us. So yeah, so when your boat starts humming and it goes flat, so if it's not humming, so if I hoist my spinnaker, hopefully. There we go, that humming noise and it's going flat, that now means I'm foiling. So you can hit pretty good speeds, 22 knots, too shabby. Just waiting to see if Lawrence is going to join. And then we can just, amazing. You can basically pull G-force defying accent. Right, that's just perfect. Right, Lawrence is going to join. 10 seconds.
So can we pitch pole one of them?
6, 8, 9. Missing Helen. You're not. Helen, are you joining again, or have you had to unfortunately go and do some work?
I'm on, aren't I?
Oh no, you are there. Sorry, you have your blue. Okay, who's missing then? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Who is Jazzamuff?
Jazzamuffin is Craig, Mr. Craig Williamson, who's got his video on here.
Ah, I see.
In fact, you sailed either with him or against him on one of the Fastnet qualifying races. Oh, there we go. We've got Mr. Herbert. Okay. Who was the 10th person who's not on here? Peter, you're here. Mr. Pye. Who am I missing on my list? It's a bit much to see. Tom Price. Oh, Tom has dropped off because he's given up on his net connection. So everyone's just doing 360s. Right, let's start. Who's having some fun here? Right. So let's have it. Spirit of Ecstasy, classic. Loves a penalty, doesn't he? Don't you, Will Spence? Who is hanging around? Teach me. This. Okay. So again, lining up, just trying to work out where I want to start. Seems a little bit busy around here. Probably going to go to the other end of the line. Or somewhere down the middle. Oh no! I pushed the wrong button and that went absolutely awfully for me right now. So, rather than sitting in everyone's dirty wind, I'm going to tack off and sit in Mr. Venables' dirty.
It's wrong.
Oh, I've got some weird reflection of the... Let's turn that off. There we go, got a nice dark gust coming down the middle of the course, giving us a big lift here. In fact, it's lifted us into 3rd place somehow. That's nice, but it's running out. So as I run into the edge, I'm probably going to unfortunately tack into this enormous header, but get to call starboard on. Yes! Jazz a muffin, sorry about that, but not really. And another one! Oh! Taking them all out. So I have dropped a few places because I've just been sailing in this horrible knot. Hopefully now. So that maybe wasn't beneficial, but I wanted to... I had a theory that the wind shifts come with the gusts and the lulls, so let's not do that again. Oh god, that was close. Woo. Still can't really lay the line. It's going to be a clustered windward mark, and I am going to be coming in last, I believe. Colour's green. It's the custard pie. Okay.
You're definitely not last. That's
Let's
definitely me. I was over the line. I had to go back.
That's 2 of us.
Jazz a muffin, sailed yourself up on there. Not allowed that, I'm afraid. Foiling. Foiling. Oh no, not foiling. Spinning up too soon. So again, I've just gone for a jibe off immediately because it looks like the the right hand side of the course as you're looking up the course looks like the wind you're pointing to be in, so that seems to have worked quite well. It's the Venables and it's the other. Seem to have just as mark roundings go. I managed to even stay foiling for a little bit of it, so I'm going the opposite way to 2nd place is the closest competitor to catch. And
Me, Rory, what are you on about?
huh?
You're behind me.
Who?
Thanks.
It's Lawrence. Lawrence is. Lawrence, are you on it? No. Lawrence is in 2nd, so I'm trying to catch him. I'm hoping that this wind is going to shift back to the right and try and bang the corners, but we'll see how we go on that one. At the moment, it's not looking great. That's better. So at the moment, just laying the line. And I've managed to do 2 less tacks than the other 2. I did slightly overstand the ley line. If Lawrence manages to make this mark rounding, he's going to take it quite nicely. It's going slow. And maybe I can give him a penalty. There he goes. Got underneath him, got windward on him. So.
Can't pinch and foiling fast break.
They don't pinch very well, these things.
No
You
kidding.
can pull off a couple of degrees at most.
And then you get stuck in irons.
And if you get stuck in irons, it takes forever to get out of it. Well done, Andy. You got 3 bullets so far. You're absolutely nailing it, I must say. What's this here, Peter? Peter, are you having some? How are you enjoying the catamarans?
And wait for the spirit to give it a penalty.
Oh, did you manage to get another penalty on the downwind?
No,
or...
no, no. I was going to hang
no?
around and see if I can catch him as he comes to the line.
Just hanging around waiting for him. I do quite like the screen of the report of how everyone's done throughout. Custard Pie, you did quite well. You climbed 3 spots.
I did, especially as I was miles over the line at the start. Let's go back.
Mr. McConway, you've had somewhat of an erratic one. You were up in 2nd at one point. You started in 7th, and it looks like you're coming in for an 8th. And
I had a false start too. Kind of cost me.
you had a full start.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I didn't.
expensive
The
when you
computer's
have to
wrong,
work out-
but
When it takes ages to work out you've actually got over the line and then interpret that you've actually got to go back. And
Oh, Helen, you had a good first or second leg.
At one point, I was second. I was so happy, and then I kind of slipped back, and then I lost. Which
So you went
way I
from
was meant
second
be
to
going.
last, and then you climbed a couple more. So you know,
Yeah.
it's progress. It's good. It's
erratic.
it's erratic. That's okay. Cool. Peter. Oh, Peter, you're still racing. Oh no, you had a strong start, but it's all
where have
gone.
you gone?
It's all gone. It's all gone Pete Tong. Okay, so I've got that screenshot. So the final race we're going to go in for, we're going to try the GP, the F50s. The F50s are a little bit, the race course is different and the handling is a bit different as well. It's got to be San Francisco. Always forget. The start is everything. So yeah, so again, I'd recommend the VMG for these as well, because that's pretty hard without. They handle quite differently, and they take a long time to accelerate. But when they accelerate, they go for it. Oh, what? I thought I changed it to I thought the plan was to go for a San Francisco there, but never mind.
Oh no, I've crashed. Yeah.
Okay, how's everyone got any questions? Lawrence. Oh, nice one. Okay, cool.
Not quite there.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Peter, just waiting on you. And
I think it's waiting for my host, whatever that means.
sorry?
Waiting for host, I don't know quite what that means.
Did you type in the right code? Because I'm in. It shouldn't. You shouldn't be waiting for
That's
me
what I
because
think.
it's already. So I recommend, if you've not used these before, go and get a feel for them. They turn corners in a kind of sluggish kind of fashion, but then they suddenly oversteer. And
Yeah, it's completely lost the plot.
let's just see what speeds we can get up with to start with. Are you trying to get back in, Bill?
Yeah, it's not letting me back in. Ah, it's because I've got. Maybe not. No, it's clearly.
No?
Yeah, I think it's broken. Hang on.
Should I,
Go, you can start without me.
should I crack on? Okay,
Yeah,
then.
don't worry about me.
Cool. Peter's in. Okay, cool. Right, I'm going to start. Oh, we've got one more. Mr. Mike Pickering. Look at that. With cracking singing adventures. He's going to join us. I'll be in 10 seconds. Well, he's asking for 1 minute. Oh, okay. I'm going to just hold on a minute until I guess he's loading up. Mike's another silent skipper. He needs to do a little racing. So.
Oh, might be letting me in.
I had 2 races against fleets of randomers on these yesterday, and I managed to get 2 firsts in 2 races, which is the first time that's ever happened. I have to say I was so pleased. I almost felt like I should apply for my America's Cup campaign, but
You got the budget?
I haven't got the budget.
You're poor.
Right, I'm here, right. Yeah.
Oh, I won't let him in.
About time the America's Cup went back to the Sigma.
Okay, we're starting. It's not letting him in. Oh wow, we've only got 45 seconds. So
Is that
be aware it only takes you about 10 seconds to hit the start line.
Yeah, but what happens when you get stuck behind?
If you go outside of the box or the boundaries, you get a penalty. So watch out for the bold white line. There is no spinnaker to worry about. It's just a case of managing how fast you are, and you don't want to be over the start line early. It's working out when to pull the trigger is quite a challenge. I'm gonna go with it. Oh no, too soon.
2 cross-capture referrals, 1 about wholesale video coaching.
Oh, well done, Mr. Herbert. Oh,
For the business to
who's on the phone? Who's missed the mark? Oh yeah, so the race course is a completely different kind of layout to what it used to be. You're not going for the downwind mark, you're going for the reaching mark first. So it's a beam reach, then turn downwind. Who's this? I know. What's going on there?
So the best VMG definitely doesn't work for this one. As far as I can't even...
I touched the mark. I think I did. So when you get your wind speed over a certain wind speed, you start foiling. You start pulling off foiling tacks as well with these.
But that'd be good to actually be moving. Oh. Why does the jive not attack? It's ridiculous.
No. So coming together. Oh, yes. That's definitely a starboard. Well, yes. Oh, double penalties on first and second. Fantastic. That couldn't have gone much better. So I managed to call starboard on those two, and now they're going to try and do the same to me when on attack. Hopefully, cool. All avoided. Now I've got a nice long downwind. So with these, it's always a case of making sure on the downwind leg you're heading towards the dark patch of wind, because you'll point, 10 degrees lower as you get into that stronger breeze. And
You're like 2 miles in front of me.
So you do an extra lap in this because it's so quick. You do one more lap, and then on the final on the second long downwind leg, you're actually just going to go to the reaching mark, and then around and. Oh, Dell! Dell sneaks into second spot place. Very well played, sir.
How many laps have you lot done?
So I'm trying to spot where the better wind is. At the moment, it doesn't seem to be any great wind specifically anywhere. There's definitely a knock on that tack, so I'm.
Nathan's facial hair is looking a lot better than yesterday.
Okay. Cutting the boundaries fine. I was really hoping that I'd be able to lay the mark on that tack, but I don't think it's going to be possible without a strangely strong lift. But at least we can tack onto starboard. Quite light wind. Oh no. Oh, you're joking. Just what you need at the very end there. And it's a really light wind. We've got 13 knots of wind right now. I'm not used to seeing.
Which course is this? Is this Farmer?
This is it's Arle House, so it's the same Danish one, which I'm not used to. Oh yes, managed to offload. Penalty there, Derek. San Francisco tends to be windy as hell, so I was trying to choose that one, but I accidentally didn't.
And Portsmouth is windy but very shifty.
Oh, is Portsmouth very shifty? Is it?
Incredibly shifty, yeah.
Oh, nice! I like that.
So I hosted a race there a few days ago. I went from first to last in 1B.
Oh, nice. Well, there we go. Whoa. So if you found that a little bit trying and a baptism of fire, that's because those boats are a bit weird. But yeah, otherwise, let's see how we did. Ah, Lawrence having a shocker. Where's
So Rory, you gave me a penalty in that and sneak in. I mean, discuss.
Oh no! Oh, that wasn't in either of our benefits, was it? Well, I'm sorry about that, Derek. It wasn't personal.
Oh God, everything's personal.
Andy, you always seem to have the shortest distance sails. I wonder if there's a. But you also got the largest amount of penalties and the largest amount of jibes.
I did do quite well with penalties this time, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
6. Wow. Okay.
Oh, that's not very easy. Everyone's the same colour. Where did Mr. Oh, Helen and Bill still on the racecourse. How's it going for you?
Well, it's going very, very badly, as you can see. But
No, it's not going as badly as mine's
I'm
going.
determined not to be the last person, so I'm persevering.
Yeah. Who have I just passed?
Me? You're going the wrong way.
What?
Unless I'm going the wrong way.
I think you're going the
No,
wrong
I'm
way.
ahead of you.
No. How is that possible?
Oh, Lawrence, you got your video on. How you doing there? You made it back home then from. How was the Atlantic? Oh, you're on mute. That was a pointless question. No, I'm going to unmute you. You're now unmuted.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, no, it was good. We just got off the boat yesterday.
Oh, really?
Well,
welcome to lockdown.
Thank you. It's been great so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, yeah. So that I figured we'd call it, do it in 4 race series. It's kind of a bit addictive. You can kind of carry on, but we must be disciplined and only do 4. So I'll stick the results up on the groups. I'll put them in, but I'm feeling that Andy's going to be discarding a 3rd place from leaving him with 3 firsts. So I feel like we know who's going to win that one. So well done, Andy. I don't know who second's going to be. I haven't got that far yet. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. What I'll try and do is we can maybe come up with other ideas of doing series, so we can just stick to the same boat and do maybe a few races in the same boat to make it a bit more competitive, so that we can everyone can improve a bit more on a specific boat. But yeah, and any ideas would be welcome. And yeah, otherwise have a good Thursday, and if you've got no questions,